I never want to say that we led prompt engineering, right? Like that's silly. But in terms of who was first, we were among them. In fact, when ChatGPT came out, we made partnership with OpenAI, and we got permission to actually use their API into our search engine. When they came out with 3.5 Turbo, we were first to get access. And now when they came out with 4.0, we were first to get access. In fact, our search engine has the API for the 4.0. So if you go to rhinostreet.com, anything that you type in that search engine, upon clicking Ask Rhino, is ChatGPT 4.0. So while the majority of people don't have access, and the access is really held by a lot of the companies that have those partnerships, Rhino stands there. We pay, I think, $500 a month actually, and it's completely democratized, right? Anybody could go to Rhino Street and they could type anything they want, and upon clicking Ask Rhino, that is ChatGPT 4. So for those purposes, today's event, we're going to be using ChatGPT 4 because everybody here has access to ChatGPT 4. I think we're making sense, right? All right, so I'm going to do a share screen and let's just get into it. Let's have some fun together. I want to have fun. It's Saturday, 3 o'clock. I'm in New Jersey. It's like 80 degrees outside, and I can tell it's 80 because I can see outside, right? But me going out there, I'm working. So let's get started. So I'm going to do a share screen. Let me move some stuff around. Zoom, I really do love you, but this floating menu control is just not fun. All right, so we have our Kartra open. So what everybody will notice is that when you signed up for ChatGPT 4.0 with us, we provided you login details. Those login details brought you to Rhino Hub. Rhino Hub is a centralized location that has everything Rhino in it. So I'm going to go there just as you would, right? So I'm going to launch the builder. No, actually that's editing. I want to just go there as a member, right? So login link, I'm an admin, so just get me in there. All right, so this is the front page of Rhino Hub, in which case you'll see that a lot of what we're doing is job placement, but among that, we have Rhino Bucks, Rhino Weld, prompt engineering, Rhino email, and you can take the time reading all that. But prompt engineering is why we're all here today. So we're able to click it, and what you'll see is that we have our presentation for today already here. This is a download link, in which case you could download it. I'm not going to download it because I have it, right? Like I made it. Where is it? If I was it, where would I be? Okay. So this is it. So let's go to play. I don't want it to be full screen though. Hey, I don't want you to be full screen. All right, so maybe I'm not going to be able to do that. No problem. So what we'll do is we'll have our floating menu comes right back, and floating head is right there. So we'll have our ChatGPT up, and what you'll see is this is Playground. So when you go to your OpenAI account, we did send you out the link if you'd like to have your own account. You go to Playground and here you are. Now this is exactly the same, I cannot stress enough, exactly the same as if you went to here, rhinostreet.com, put anything in and clicked Ask Rhino. This is where the API goes. So we're in Playground, let's add a message. Now we went ahead and identified 10 different, what we believe to be wow prompts. Now this is a first webinar in a series of webinars we're going to have. I have not announced it until just now. As a member of Prompt Engineering, we will have a live webinar every Saturday, 3 p.m. Of course, those that are not here will be able to see the replay, which is fine. I think everyone will be okay with that. But that is something that is special because we are going to do it live every single week. On top of doing it live, we'll go ahead and bring out the 10 best that we use on a day-to-day basis, or ones that we think are quite exciting, as well as always populating this back into the Rhino Hub so that you can always go back and say, hey, listen, let me see those prompts. Bing, 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 bing. So Rhino Hub, Rhino, prompt engineering. So let's go to number 1. So this is one I use, I think, every day. And those that know me well know I answer all of my own emails. Rhino is 90,000 emails. That's how big our list is. About 10,000 a day open it. And everyone is really incentivized and motivated to write back. Sometimes you have someone that is, kind of a little nagging, right? And you don't want to write something rude to them. So the prompt is, we want ChatGPT to showcase how you can transform a passionate email into a professionally and emotionally aware message without sounding rude. Now, right here to the right of it, we give you the prompt. But obviously, by just giving you the prompt, it doesn't really show the wow factor. So what I went ahead and did was I made a sample prompt, one that I've used before. And I'm going to show you what it does. So I'm going to copy and paste this, right? And I'll bring it over to our ChatGPT. And I think I can get rid of the quotations. Okay. Okay. Now, we want to revise the following passionate email into a professional and emotionally aware message without sounding rude. Hey, client's name. So let's say let's say his or her name is Jane, right? Jane just sounds like someone that's, I don't know. Hey, Jane. I'm tired of your constant nagging and unrealistic expectations. We're doing our best to meet your demands, but you need to back off and let us do our job. Now that's aggressive. And the point is, when you go ahead and get a message that you may not be pleased with, what ChatGPT allows you to do is write the response completely unfiltered, like to bring out your passion completely. And then by this simple prompt, you're letting ChatGPT know, hey, listen, I don't actually want to send this, but I'm giving you all the essence of what I want this person to know. So we go to submit. This is what ChatGPT now gives us to go ahead and respond back to Jane. Request for collaboration and understanding. Dear Jane, I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to discuss our recent interactions and address some concerns regarding our current workload. Our team is diligently working to meet your requirements and ensure the successful completion of the project. We understand the importance of meeting your expectations and we appreciate your input and guidance. However, we kindly request that you allow our team the necessary space and time to effectively carry out our task. Moving forward, we propose scheduling regular check-ins to discuss progress, address any concerns, and ensure that we are aligned with your expectations. This will enable a more collaborative and effective working relationship. Thank you for your understanding and support. We look forward to working closely with you to achieve our mutual goals. I can promise you that is the exact translation of that first email. When someone is just nagging us, like, hey, listen, stop nagging. I know what I'm doing. I'm doing my job. You can't actually write that to somebody, but can you write this? This is a phenomenal message, and I think we all know a use case for this. So that is example 1. Example 2, virtual debate. Oh, I love this one. This is where you're able to hold a virtual debate and allow ChatGPT to give you its opinion while you give it your opinion. And this is really quite powerful for when you're trying to problem solve something or you're looking to have another opinion in something. So I'm from New Jersey. So what's really popular is Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets, and Jet fans are really quite cursed because they believe they're going to win it every year, and they never do. They're probably some of the most miserable people you'll ever meet, but it's not their fault. They're also quite passionate. So let's see. Argue in favor. All right, so I'm going to copy and paste this. Argue in favor of the idea that Jets will win the Super Bowl if they get Aaron Rodgers, and provide 3 strong points to support your stance. Okay. So as a Jet fan, which I'm not because I'm a happy person, I would love this, right? Like, I can't wait to see this. Proven leadership and experience. Aaron Rodgers is a Super Bowl champion and 3-time NFL MVP. His experience, leadership, and so forth, right? So because of our last prompt in terms of setting it up as an email, this is already setting it up as email, which is kind of the same thing. So it's okay. Now it's giving us these 3 powerful reasons. That's fun, right? Now the cool part is, well, let's go ahead and argue with it, right? So we don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to win the Super Bowl, right? So let's do this. Provide a counter argument to. Okay, we don't even need to put user statement. User statement is something you would know because you're the user. Provide a counter argument to. Yeah, but he is a whining diva quarterback that is 38 years old, and I don't think he'll be able to handle the New York City media? Thank you for sharing your concerns regarding Aaron Rodgers' joining the New York Jets. I understand that some people may view him as a whining diva quarterback and have concerns about his age and ability to handle the New York City media. But now it goes ahead into the counterpoints for it. So you can sit back and even if it's something as silly as you're talking to a friend online and you want to go ahead and have good points, great. But this is quite powerful for any type of problem solving or brainstorming you're ever looking to do. And it's something that we use quite often. Now you'll see it cut off. It's because I had the maximum length set to 256. This is something I always kind of forget to do. So I'll move it to 500 just by default. And when you press submit, it'll continue going. And it gives you 3 points right away. So this is something we like to use a lot. And again, for those that don't know Rhino, we're constantly in problem solving mode. We're constantly thinking how we can improve different products, how we can improve the people and the lives that we touch. And this is something that I not secretly, but I use all day. All right, real-time social media responses. Display how ChatGPT can generate witty and on-brand social media replies to comments and questions from the audience. So this is the prompt, and this is the example. So we're going to pretend we're a fitness influencer, which I'm sure my wife is laughing because I'm the opposite of that. And let's see what we could do. We're going to go back into Playground just because I don't want it still to be an email format. So that goes ahead and refreshes everything. So we can add message. As a fitness influencer, respond to the social media comments in a witty and engaging manner that encourages further responses, likes, and follows. Great abs. So somebody wrote to me, great abs. I want to respond back to them, but I want to do it in a witty and engaging manner. I want to encourage others and that person to write further responses, likes, and follows because that's how I make my living, right? So submit. Thanks for that absolutely fantastic compliment. But remember, it's not just about the abs, it's feeling strong, healthy, and confident. If you want to join the Ab Squad, stay tuned for more workout tips and motivations. Fit fam, strong together. That's a great reply. Imagine sitting there and you're an influencer or you're something, you have a business, you're something that's related to social media or any type of internet presence, and you're like, okay, I got to respond back to all these different things. To be able to do that is fantastic. And even more so than that, ChatGPT has an integration with Zapier where you can actually go ahead and put that prompt into Zapier for everyone that ever writes anything to you and automatically respond back to them. Now that's kind of like 2.0 stuff and we're not going to be able to teach it today, but imagine if you're just completely on autopilot and every person that ever responded to you got a message like that in real time. That would be pretty cool. All right, let's see. What's the next one I have? Expert advice. Oh my God, I love this one. So there's a lot of time in the day where I'm just sitting there. I'm like, okay, how do I do this? Or what should I do? And the individual that I find myself to be most like is Steve Jobs. I love Steve Jobs. And secondly, probably Elon Musk. These are individuals that ate, slept, breathed, right? Not bread, but bread, their business. They did not care. They did not take no. They did not want to hear anything from anyone. In fact, if someone told you it can't be done, that was the starting point for them. So there are times during the day that I want to speak to Steve Jobs. Well, there's two problems with that. One, Steve Jobs doesn't know who I am, and that's assuming he was alive, which he's not. God rest his soul. So if I wanted to speak to Steve Jobs, how can I do that, right? So here's an example down here. Okay. As Steve Jobs, answer the following questions and engage in a conversation offering advice and insights based on the knowledge and expertise. How could I create a successful tech startup, right? Like that sounds like something you would ask Steve Jobs. Okay. First and foremost, you must have a clear vision and passion for what you want to achieve. It's an unwavering belief in the idea that you'll keep going. When it gets tough, remember, people with passion can change the world for the better. Once you have a vision, focus on creating a product or service that's truly and blah, 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 right? So when that's done, we're going to put our second prompt. Because I want to be able to respond back to him. That's great that he wrote that to me, but I want to be able to respond back. And this is what was great about Steve Jobs. He always stayed customer-centric. Everything was about the customer. And that's, for those that don't know Rhino, that is Rhino. To the point that a lot of people are like, Anthony, you got to charge for something at some point, and we just won't. We stay thinking about the customer, and we believe the rest will just work itself out. So they wrote all that. Great. as Steve Jobs continue the conversation, respond to the following statement. Okay, so I get all that. I really do stay customer-centric, but it's so difficult to convince newcomers that I am the good guy when there is so many others that are the bad guys and take advantage of them. How can I differentiate? I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell it, but that's okay. It'll understand myself from the others in a way that will earn us new subscribers before we go bankrupt. I understand the challenge you're facing, but remember that the key to differentiate yourself in a crowded market is to offer a truly remarkable product or service that stands out from the competition. As I've always believed, innovation distinguishes between leader and a follower. To earn the trust of newcomers, focus on delivering an exceptional user experience. Make sure your product is easy to use, visually appealing, solves a problem it promises to solve. If your product is truly great, word of mouth will be the strongest ally. Transparency and honest communication are also crucial. Be open and genuine with your potential customers. Share the story behind your startup, your mission, your values. People appreciate authenticity and are more likely to support a brand that they can connect with on a personal level. Additionally, consider offering social proof. Showcase testimonials, reviews, and endorsements from satisfied customers. And you get the point. That is what Steve Jobs would say. Anybody that's ever, like I read the Walter Isaacson book of Steve Jobs. It was like 25,000 words, or no, it was 25 hours on Audible. So in real life, it was a little different. And I can promise you that is a really great explanation. And if he was around today, this is what he would say. What's great is that prompt continues and continues. So now if I wanted to continue this conversation for the next 5 hours, I can continue doing so. Let's go to the next one. Personal assistant. Oh my God, I forgot. This is the one that I'm going to showcase you, our personal assistant. So for those that don't know, we've been working on a bot that's going to go live next week. I know you can see my screen, so I'm kind of just showing you everything at the moment, but that's okay. Rhino is for the people, right? Now that I can't show you everything because that's our personal bot. Okay. So we're going to have to, so let me just get this up first, right? Let's read what it says. So what's cool about Chat GPT, especially the 3.5, so 4.0 doesn't do this, but 3.5 does, the one that you have free access to. What 3.5 allows you to do is you can go ahead and create the rules of a bot and pull the API. So for instance, if we go to 3.5, so where am I? Okay, so let's say we go to complete, there we go, DaVinci. Right here is your 3.5. See this view code? That's where you can pull the API, and upon taking it, you can then place it within an emulator. And ChatGPT will tell you how to go find one, right? You would just have to ask how to find one. It's really easy. And you would prompt it to act as something. Now, the center of the Rhino universe is Rhinobucks. And for those that don't know what Rhinobucks is, rather than me explain to you what it is, let's learn it together, right? So let's get out of this. We'll go back in so it refreshes. Let's go to 4, just so, of course, and also with 4, it's 8,000 words, while 3.5 is only 4,000 words. So we want to have fun with this. So I'm going to put it in there and press submit. Now, our bot is designed to be someone's best friend. It's designed to, for those that are coming to our page and those that are looking at our products, for those that are looking to maybe have a little bit of interest in learning more, our bot is designed to go ahead and take an interest in them and then go ahead and move them along the sales path to becoming a member. So what I've always believed, because I have a long history in sales, is that there are sometimes people just say weird stuff and you don't know what to do. You can't exactly code that until now. So let's say, so I interact with the bot and the bot's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, I love Burger King. Now, that's the furthest thing from purchasing or participating in a cryptocurrency. So how's this bot gonna, bring me back? I can see why you love Burger King. Their flame grilled burgers have a unique and delicious taste. What's your favorite menu item on Burger King? Now, right away, Like it's asking me my favorite menu item. We're so far away from, say, Rhino Bucks, which is the name of the cryptocurrency, but I don't feel like I'm being sold. I feel like someone's just being my friend. What's my favorite menu item? Well, I'm a pig. I love the quadruple bacon cheeseburger. It's insane how good it is. The quadruple bacon cheeseburger does sound incredibly tasty and indulgent. Speaking of things that people love, have you heard of Rhino Bucks? It's a groundbreaking subscription-based cryptocurrency that revolutionized the way people invest in digital currencies. Would you like to learn more about them? Do you see how that just happened? I went from burgers to now I'm being pitched. No, I'm not interested. I just am super hungry. I totally understand. Sometimes food is the top priority. Just remember that Rhino Bucks could potentially offer you financial secure future, making it easier to enjoy your favorite meal items without worrying. If you ever change your mind and want to learn more, feel free to ask. Enjoy your quadruple bacon cheeseburger. Oh, I will. But I also just don't have much money. That's why I said no. I completely understand your situation. The great thing about Rhino Bucks is that it's designed to be accessible to everyone with a minimum investment of just $1 per week. This could be a fantastic opportunity to grow your wealth over time, making it easier to afford the things you enjoy. Would you like to give it a try and invest in your future? How cool was that? I cannot stop with how cool that is. And that's going to be live on all the Rhino sites coming probably this week. My point is that was made using ChatGPT. So when my prompt is like 3,300 words. But it is based on this. So what you would do is you would take this and really expand and elaborate on it, and you could create something like that. So imagine being able to take that, put it into an emulator. So when you go to a site and there's a chat here button, that's who anyone's going to be chatting with. And when you want to go ahead and purchase, it's like, great, here's how you get started. So let's go to our next one. Recipe Remix. Oh, this is so much fun. Okay, so many times, and this is pretty common in most households, where, especially ours. So I'm married with 2 kids, and we have a list on the refrigerator and things we have to get. And there are times that my wife is working so much and I'm working so much, and we just, you want to have a home cooked meal, you don't want to order out again, but what are you gonna make? So you open the fridge and there's just like these random things, like just random. So how can we turn those random things into a good meal, right? So I already did the prompt. And I think what you're going to find is this is like completely, stop it. This is completely emblematic of what most people have in their fridges. Now, I grew up the oldest of 6 boys, so I know what a fridge looks like when it's empty. So let's add the message. Create a unique and creative dish using the following ingredients: eggs, cheese, milk, carrots, mayonnaise, bread, leftover chicken and rice, mustard, and ham cold cuts. The dish should cater to quick and easy dinner option that adds a twist on everyday ingredients. In full disclosure, I have no idea what this is going to say. In fact, every one of these prompts, besides the Rhino one, which obviously I worked on for like weeks and weeks, I have no idea what they're going to say. So we're learning together. I am so curious what this is going to be. Dish name: cheesy chicken ham rice bake. 2 cups leftover chicken shredded, 1 cup cooked rice, 1 cup ham cold cuts chopped, 1 cup carrots grated, 1 cup cheese grated, choose your favorite type, 3 eggs, half cup milk, half cup mayonnaise, 1/4 cup mustard, 8 slices of bread, salt and pepper to taste, optional, chopped fresh herbs like parsley, chives for garnish. Instructions. I can't see your faces, but I'm completely, I gotta change this again. When I see stuff like this, my mind is gone. Like, imagine, okay, I can't even express it. Like when you look in a fridge and there was just nothing, and now all of a sudden you're making this. This actually sounds like it could probably be the most amazing dish ever, right? Oh, we're still giving steps on how to make it. I think I might make this tonight. I don't think I'm going to, because it's Saturday and my wife has expectations that we might eat something good. But on a Thursday, I think this is going to be it. How cool. All right, so let's go to number 7. Ooh, workout routines and nutrition. So unfortunately, for those that are personal trainers and nutritionists, a lot of your career or the prospects of your career are based on the information and knowledge that you acquired. I say unfortunate because if you have an AI that is all-knowing, well, it kind of makes particular careers obsolete that are based on knowledge. So with that being said, you can go ahead and create a prompt for someone that is the highest level personal trainer and the highest level nutritionist. So I went ahead and did so. And I went ahead and actually put my exact metrics in. So what you'll see is, as a certified nutritional specialist and personal trainer graduate, let me just make this 1,000 words because this is probably going to be long. Graduate from the Certified Master Training Program, create a personalized workout routine and nutrition plan for a 36-year-old, let's say male, individual who is 6'2", weighs 245 pounds, has no allergies, loves to eat, and has a goal weight of 220 pounds with a muscular build. They work from 5 a.m. to 4 p.m. and spend time with their 2 kids until 8 p.m. Provide specific food recommendations, workout regimens, and timing for each activity to fit their schedule. That is pretty cool. Now, for me to even come close to what this is about to tell me, I'd probably have to spend a lot of money because when you see the credentials of the people we're asking, the workouts, the certified nutritionist and personal trainer, those are credentials, the specific ones that you would have had to go to like doctorate school for, right? So imagine how much it would cost to get this type of regimen from them, which alternatively allows anyone to create a business where you could I would never say pretend to be something, but I'm sure you could word it in such a way that you have the knowledge base of the highest level, and you can offer this service to anyone. Or maybe you have a social media platform where you are a fitness influencer and you want to do this for people for free. Now I'm talking obviously, but the thing is still typing. Look at that. It's still going. And I bet you that if I went ahead and followed this regimen, I would probably hit these goals. So I want to stop this right now before my wife gets so excited thinking she's going to have a lean, fit husband anytime soon. I'm working. All right, so the next one is comprehensive legal document. So we all know that the lawyers are some of our least favorite people in the world, and they charge a lot of money. But again, like the same thing with the fitness specialists, their whole value proposition is the knowledge that they have and their unlimited work ethic to meticulously put together documents that I don't know why they have so many. So let's say we want to go ahead and put together our own legal document. Well, we have the prompt for it, right? So whatever the specific legal document is, what your specific details and clauses, what state are you in to make sure it follows all the rules and regulations, great, right? So what I did was help me draft the key components of a new hiring package for Adam Jones as the marketing director of Rhino, a company located in New Jersey. The package should include a salary of $250,000 per year, 50% incentive bonuses, no paid time off, no vacation time, and 10% equity for hitting his goals this year. Ensure that the document addresses the relevant legal jurisdiction and includes any necessary clauses to protect the interests of both the employer and the company. Now that sounds like a really complicated document. I could promise you, if I went to a lawyer, that's going to cost me a good amount of money to do. But you know what? There it is. I don't need to go to a lawyer. I have what I need right here. And as you see it continue, which I'll take a sip of some coffee, I think it's easy to be quite impressed at what we're able to do. And really, the impetus for me doing this today, of course, we have this program, and I want everyone to really understand how to use it. But I'm seeing more people online finding ways to market this service to people for a high ticket amount as if they're like the guru that knows how to do all of this. None of this is, I don't want to sound disrespectful and say brain surgery. Like a lot of us are watching this for the first time saying, wow. But the point being, when you're aware or when you're made aware of what you can do, the actual doing it is not brain surgery. So there is a difference in what I'm saying. I do believe anyone with a reasonable brain capacity can do this quite well. It's just a matter of making that person aware. And I don't think anyone should be charged some exorbitant amount to just simply say, oh, you want to do that? This is how you do it. And here at Rhino, this program is $1 a week, and we're going to do this live 1 hour every single week. And we're going to provide all of these new prompts and show you how to use them. And that money doesn't go to Rhino; it goes directly to Rhino Bucks. For those that are new and don't understand what that is, we'll have time to share it with you. But it all is for the benefit of everyone in Rhino. All right, let's do another one. We have 2 left. Demonstrate ChatGPT's ability to create captivating email marketing content in the style of famous writers or brands. Okay, so what this is, say you're doing marketing or you're doing something, you're doing an email blast, and you want to go ahead and be able to sell something, but you want to do it in the style of a particular person that you really look up to because their style is really good. And you're you, they're them. If you could only be them, that'd be great. You have to hire copywriting services and all this nonsense. Well, how about you just do it, right? So if those that remember the movie The Wolf of Wall Street, it was based on a gentleman, Jordan Belfort, who, aptly named The Wolf of Wall Street, was just really good at sales and really aggressive sales and really kind of pushed people into doing things that they didn't want to do. Now, that's very unethical, but his style in doing it was very good. It's not that, it's what he talked them into that was unethical. It wasn't how he did it, because he was able to speak to people the way they needed to be spoken to. So let's go ahead and do one in that example. So if you remember the movie, he says, "Sell me this pen." So I thought it'd be fun, right? So write the single best email marketing content ever in the style of Jordan Belfort, promoting and selling a pen. The email should have a compelling subject line, engage a target audience, address their needs, and highlight the unique selling points of the pen. Also include a clear call to action that encourages the reader to make a purchase. Well, let's see what that email looks like, because if this email could get me to buy this pen, I know we're doing something good. Unleash your inner wolf, the ultimate pen for closing deals and dominating success. You know me as the Wolf of Wall Street, the one who made millions, lost it all, and came back stronger than ever. I've seen my share of deals, and I've closed them all in one powerful tool, the art of persuasion. You know what? The power of persuasion starts with a pen in your hand. Introducing the Belfort Elite Pen, the ultimate writing instrument for those who dare to reach the pinnacle of success. This isn't just an ordinary pen. This is a pen that symbolizes your ambition, your drive, your relentless pursuit of greatness. Why does a high achiever like you need a Belfort Elite Pen? Unmatched style, crafted with top-tier... I can't even go on, I want this pen. I can't even go on, I would buy this pen. I think we're going to do this marketing for Rhino, and we need to have a Rhino pen. You know what I'm thinking, Jordan? This sounds amazing, but how do I get my hands on this pen? It's simple. Click the link below to secure your Belfort Elite Pen today and unleash the inner wolf in you. But act fast. Stocks are limited, and the exclusive offer is only available for a limited time. It has the buttons. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Equip yourself with the ultimate writing instrument and join the ranks of the world's most successful individuals. It's time to make your mark with the Belfort Elite Pen. I want this pen, and guess what? It doesn't exist. Honestly, maybe I'll email Jordan and say, buddy, I think you need to make this pen. And lastly, doctoral dissertation. Now, my wife is a nurse, and we watch medical shows all the time. And when it comes to any type of profession that goes ahead and offers the most comprehensive research, it's certainly the medical profession, because it's people's lives. It's a whole bunch of case studies and focus groups and stage 1, stage 2. It's just that a doctoral dissertation is the most comprehensive, complete anything I've ever seen on any topic. So if I'm brainstorming and if I'm putting together, let's say, articles, or let's say I'm putting together something, I want to create a doctoral dissertation which acts as my focal point. So for instance, I created one for Rhino Bucks and our whole Rhino ecosystem, and we called it a white paper. It's on rhinobucks.com. Whenever I go ahead and create articles or content, I'll take that doctoral dissertation, use it in my prompt, and say, based on that dissertation, craft me blah, blah, blah. And because I know that the prompt includes every nitty-gritty component of Rhino, that the reader is going to get a full comprehensive view of everything that we're offering. That allows me to sleep at night knowing that we're constantly the most transparent company, at least in my opinion, out there. And it's because that we use the doctoral dissertation as our base. But that doesn't mean you have to use it. You use it for whatever you want. So I created a prompt, and let's see what I created. Okay. Assist with a doctoral dissertation on the benefits and differences between using ChatGPT 4.0 on rhinostreet.com, which is my company, Rhino's groundbreaking search engine. Rhinostreet.com is a local business marketplace safeguarding entrepreneurs and consumers and enables business to thrive within a 20-mile radius, free from predatory ads, any marketing service, or data tracking. Of course, I just put in my own company's information because I wanted to go ahead and cite you the differences of being a member of Rhino versus not being a member of Rhino. As a member of Rhino, compared to using the free ChatGPT 3.5 without membership, ensure that the assistance provided is well structured, adheres to academic standards, includes proper citations, and maintains a logical flow. Also address any potential counter-arguments or limitations related to the topic and offer potential solutions or future research directions. Now I'm going to move this always to 2048 because it's probably going to be kind of long. Evaluating the benefits and differences of ChatGPT 4.0 on Rhino Street versus ChatGPT 3.5, a comparative study. This dissertation aims to examine the benefits and differences between using ChatGPT 4.0 on Rhino Street, a local business marketplace, as a member of Rhino, compared to 3.5 without the membership. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, introduction. The rapid growth of it just goes. Look at this. It's even citing, including Business and Marketing, Brown et al. 2020. Groundbreaking search engine developed by Rhino has integrated the latest version of ChatGPT 4.0, and it goes on and on. Now, this is probably going to be a 4,000-word document that's going to go into every nitty-gritty component of the decision, whether you should be part of Rhino or not part of Rhino. I believe you should be part of Rhino, and of course I'm a little biased, but I think that's a good idea. So as you'll see, it'll continue and continue, and we don't need to watch it continue. And lastly, our last slide of the day, see you next week, same time, same place. It's going to be the same registration link, so you don't need to go ahead and click that again. You're automatically going to be invited. I will go ahead and make that link look a little prettier for next week, so it doesn't have this 815760699157. And if you'd like to learn more about who Rhino is, www.rhinobucks.com is where you'll find everything in the Rhino universe. This presentation will be, it has been recorded. It will be updated or uploaded to Rhino Hub. So we will also send out an email to everyone so that they know. And that's what prompt engineering looks like. So every time you ever get an email from someone else trying to find their way into your pocket, tell them to kick rocks, you're with Rhino. I love you all. I'll see you next week. Bye.